Today I'm here to share with you the most important lesson I have learned about myself in my 4 years of college at UC-Irvine. But first, let me go back in time a little bit. In high school, I always wanted to be the best person that I could be, but I wasn't. I always postponed hard work until the point that it never got done. Sounds familiar? In 12th grade, my math professor said something that would change the course of my life. The first day of class, he said to us, instead of asking yourselves, when will you ever need to know math, ask yourselves how many things you won't be able to do because you don't know math. So I went home, I went on Wikipedia, and I read a little bit about different engineering majors. And chemical engineering sounded very awesome. And as uncomfortable as it was, I forced myself to take the SAT, and I applied for a couple of colleges. In my sophomore year at UC-Irvine, in 2010, I took my first real engineering class, and I really struggled. I'll always remember on one occasion, I was trying to finish up my homework. I stayed up all night. It was about 7 a.m. Class was starting at 8, and I was going to submit another incomplete homework, just like I've done until then. And I got discouraged, and I threw my pen down, and I said, that's it. I gave up. I stopped going to class. And just before dropping out of the class, a couple of my friends convinced me to try to get a passing grade so I can just move on and continue in the series. So thinking like that is sort of like signing a contract with yourself. I, Bogdan Rusu, am not good enough. What I've done is I told myself I don't deserve to be at UC-Irvine repeatedly as I continue throughout the entire series. I should not be here. I am a fake. I'm a fraud. I don't deserve it. And on and on and on. But soon enough, I realized this is not particularly healthy. So I constantly try to understand why I signed this contract with myself. How does fear and how does doubt really work in my life? In trying to understand fear in particular, I always try to separate fear from fearlessness. But I have learned that they're a back and a front. They cannot be separated. One would have absolutely no meaning without the other. So that's reality. But why not fear my own fears? At some point, I asked myself that question. Why not fear the feeling of being afraid until the point that you're not afraid anymore? Makes somewhat sense, right? And why not doubt my own doubts? If I say right now, I am not good enough, that's a doubt. But why not doubt what I just said? Why not turn the dogs of doubt on doubt itself? Realizing this, it became clear to me that fear and doubt are most of the time just a form of laziness. They're a cover-up. They're a way to run away. They're a way to hide. And this is true because if I could always do my best as time goes by, there will be no room for anything else. Not enough room for doubt, not enough room for fears. Of course, not one person is perfect, but we can all choose to do our best more often than not. Let me share my favorite quote with you. It says, "Use what talents you possess. The woods would be very silent if no birds sang except those that sang best." Today, as I'm about to graduate from in a month, as I'm about to graduate from UC-Irvine, I stand here today in front of you, and I tell you that I have fear and I have doubt on my side. They're my friends. Anyhow, having this attitude, and with that in mind, I was able to achieve some amazing things here at UC-Irvine. So today, I chose to sign a different kind of contract. Today, I'm choosing to do the best that I can. And I challenge all of you to do the same. Because if I can do it, really anyone can. Thank you so much for your time.